Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it is so good to be here with you. I cannot wait to dive into whatever message wants to come through today. We'll be using the Rooted Woman Oracle. I felt called to use this deck for so many days and I just kept putting it off, so there was a powerful message that does want to come through. I'm also using the Earth Woman Tarot. So what I realized was I was trying to pair this deck. It's kind of like pairing wine and cheeses or wine and chocolates, right? Tarot. I was like, I need to pair this deck. And I was like, oh, you know what? There's so much earth in both of these cards. They're going to pair so well together. So there also might be a call for you, Pisces. I feel like everything is a message to get connected back with the earth, to go outside. I really do believe that I need to do the same. Just get reconnected with what brings you back to earth, because so many of us have been going through a lot of challenges, a lot of pain, disagreements, health issues, job issues, relationship problems, right? We can go on and on. But I feel like it's time for us to remember who we are. And I hope that that message in some way meets you. Want to always remind you, Pisces, I do have availability to book a one-on-one reading with me. Always check my description box, which is right below this video. If anything comes up, you run into any issues, my email is listed there as well. Would love to get connected with you. All right, let's dive in. For Pisces, spirit guides. For Pisces. What do they need to hear today? Thank you. For Pisces, we're going to pull 3. These are a bit deep. I will do my best to intuitively interpret them, but I want to say I may need to use the book. All right, on the bottom of your deck, love this card, and we have pulled this before for you, Pisces. You have the Bridge. This is card number 13, and it says the place between worlds. So you are at a crossroads, Pisces. Some of you are getting ready to cross the bridge. Some of you are on the bridge. Some of you are just getting to the other side of the bridge. Put yourself where you are. But right now, it truly might feel like the life that you've always known or lived, thought you'd live, you were used to, is starting to fall apart. And in many ways it is, but it's coming together in a new way that is going to actually help you into this new facet of your life. There's a lot of timeline shifting that's going on, Pisces, and that is coming up for you as well. So we have Cave, card number 3, Incubation. We have card number 14, Stone Circle, the Sacred Landscape. And we have Rhiannon, the Story Carrier. What a powerful, powerful group of cards you have here. The Cave is showing a bear who is going into this cave, or could be coming out of the cave of hibernation. The Stone Circle, the Sacred Landscape, is talking about sacred places, physical locations, and that has come up for a couple of other readers I have connected with on YouTube. So it's so cool to see the energy intermixing into this message as well. And Rhiannon being the story carrier, I really feel as though this is a message for those of you who are in transition. A lot of you who are physically about to travel or go somewhere new, to spread your wings, to fly, to share your story, to dive deeper into your gifts, the depths of your soul. So as we start here with the Cave, the energy I feel here is that you may have gone into or be in a place of deep isolation, almost like Hermit, you know, the Hermit card. You may have felt that there has been so much going on in your outer world, a lot of falling away, that you've needed to take shelter, that you've needed to get away from the hustle and bustle of the world, that you've needed to disconnect from people from your old circles, possibly disconnecting from old jobs, old ways of being, old diets, right? Old lifestyles. And as you've gone into this cave and you've begun to understand a different part of yourself and you've settled, I feel the energy of someone who stopped trying so hard to be something that they weren't, or they stopped trying so hard to make situations work that were no longer serving them. And you may have not necessarily left the situation. For instance, this bear is still in its landscape, it's still in its habitat. You will be, with this card, traveling away from that soon. But this bear is in its cave, in this habitat, but it's gone away for some time to reemerge in the springtime. So that's going to be pivotal for you, Pisces. I feel a lot of change coming the next 3 months, but springtime, especially when we start having eclipses in Pisces again, is going to be huge and pivotal for your life. There's going to be a rebirth, a coming out of the cave. The hibernation season will be over, and you will be able to start anew. But this incubation period, I want you to understand, was so that you could really get to the root of you. The root of problems, the root of old ways of being that were kind of holding you back. For you to see the clarity and the truth of the relationships around you. For you to also know where you could be self-sabotaging yourself or be in lower vibrational energies or around lower vibrational people. It allowed you the time and the space to get connected back to who you were without all the crowding of your mind. And again, in the springtime, I see a lot of you really being in transition, making a change, budding like a beautiful flower, and starting to unveil and uncover who you are. Again, you are between worlds. And there's all this light and wonder that's kind of waiting for you on the other side of the bridge. Okay? Then you have Stone Circle. I do want to read this one. Sacred Landscape. So what I feel here is God is going to take many of you to different sacred parts of this world. For some of you, you're not even going to realize that it's sacred because it could just be you move to a different state and you're on sacred ground. For some of you, you will be visiting sacred temples, holy lands. You know, maybe you're going to Egypt, maybe you're going to Greece, maybe you're going to Stonehenge, which is pictured in this card here. Maybe some of you are traveling back to where your family of origin was. Others of you are being led to intuitively reconnect to those origins within your heart. It could be past life connections as well. But those lands that you open yourself up to, that new place in your life that you travel to, that you move to, that you might at this very moment be feeling a call to. It is going to touch you and move you in such spiritual and powerful ways that I see a new Pisces emerging on the other side, because there was actually healing in the land. Pisces, you are connected to water. Many of you will be led back to places where you will be more connected to water, where you will be more connected back to kind of just like this natural way of life. And I love that this says Stone Circle, because maybe this is a full 360, like you've been here before, you felt like you've been here before, you felt called here for some reason. And it is a sacred energy that wants to take you, and I really think it's going to inspire you and activate you. That's the word. And with Rhiannon, the story carrier, it's like you on this journey of life are walking towards this new birth of Pisces. You're in between worlds right now. The eclipses are happening. The energy all around us is changing. People are feeling the earth is going through some massive shifts. You and your life are going through some massive shifts. Things are falling away. New things are beginning to start to show themselves for you, even if they're small. And the story that you carry within your heart and soul, the gifts that you carry, the wisdom that you carry, the desire that you have to heal, the freedom that your soul is looking for. I believe that there's a story within you that needs to be said and shared, but it's through the activation of you going to this new land or this holy place or relocating yourself or finding out, this just hasn't worked for me and I really need to go here. This voyage, she's on horseback, right? This voyage is going to be a major catalyst in you becoming who you are. You will have a major story to tell by the end of it. And that story is going to impact the masses, Pisces. So let's read from the book about the stone circle. And always keep in mind, Pisces, I do have timestamps. You can always move from the oracle to the tarot reading, back to this later, whatever you want to do. I always include those for you guys. All right, let me go ahead and find this. All right. It says, our ancestors constructed a surprisingly large number of stone circles throughout Europe. Research suggests that they function both as an astronomical observatories and as centers for ceremony. These two functions are related to each other. The stone circles represent the ancient belief that celestial objects and their cycles of movement might exert subtle influences on human behavior, as well as on the health and well-being of the land below. Our ancestors believed in an interconnected cosmos in which we were one part of a complex living whole. This card then reminds us of the interconnectivity. The ceremonies which took place at such sacred sites are likely to have been associated with specific times in the cycle of the solar year. Many stone circles are aligned with the position of the sun at equinoxes and solstices. Okay, so maybe it's going to be around like the spring equinox, okay, Pisces? It says, our ancestors lived in a way which celebrated the cycles and seasons of the land and of the natural world which they were a part of, and of the living cosmos around them. This card emphasizes the need to recognize and honor the cycles and seasons of our own bodies and our own lives. The body is also a sacred site. In what ways might you bring yourself into greater attunement with yours? How might you recognize it's a need for rest at certain times and delight in its strength and energy at others? The body, in a very real sense, is our soulmate. Our journey through life depends on it. The body is literally the ground of our being. This card invites us to consider that ground as sacred. Wow. So we touched on a little of that. So we touched on the sacred sites. We touched on the activation that you would receive. We touched on the word circle and the cycles of our life. We touched on the potential for there being changes in your life around the eclipses, around the springtime equinoxes. And also we touched on like the process of the cycle of the bear going into hibernation, coming out. So there's so much that you can grasp from just that. But this journey for you is also to get reconnected to the body, which I loved, which is also a part of getting reconnected to the earth. What does your body need to feel healthy? What does your body need to feel full? What does your body need to feel fulfilled? What does your body need to feel happy? Your well-being is going to be a really big part of your upcoming journey, Pisces. We're going to put these cards to the side and we're going to dive into your tarot. But what a beautiful way to look at this period that you're going through, where you may have felt for a while that you just were out of sorts. And you may have felt that life had you isolated or that you were losing so much, but it was really to get you to remember what's important and to honor the cycles of your life, to honor the ebbs and flows. We can't be constantly going through positives, and we can't possibly continually go through negatives. Understanding that there are ebbs and flows in our life is what keeps us realizing that there is more to life, but also respecting our body and say, hey, I need to rest, or I should probably get moving. Recognizing that about yourself and seeing what it is that you need and making the changes necessary. So for many of you Pisces, and including myself, I'm really trying to get to the state of Washington. There is going to be a call within your heart to make a change, and you must listen to this for your truest and highest good. Because whatever is coming from this trip, this travel, this relocation, whatever it is going to really impact your life and change who you are and the trajectory of where you go. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and pull your tarot. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more about this. What's their current situation in regard to this? You have the Five of Pentacles. Pisces, what a card. What a card, what a card. The Five of Pentacles is a card about letting go. It can be a card about releasing. It can be a card about destruction. It can be a card about lack or lack of health, vitality. But what I want you to remember is that if you've been in a period in your life where you have felt low, where you have felt like, I need to get this excess off of my plate, the Five of Pentacles is telling you to give up certain things in your life that no longer fit. Do those clothes no longer fit? Do those shoes no longer fit? Does that house no longer fit? Does that car no longer fit? Does that boyfriend or that husband or that fiance or that best friend, whatever, that family member, do they no longer fit? You're being asked to cut that out of your life and purify. That water, that rain that she's sitting in, it's a purification. When you release things that do not, I can't even talk. When you release things that no longer and do not belong in your life, when you let those go, you find that you now have the space for the things that need to be in your life to actually settle there. But if you keep holding on to what's not working, a diet that is causing you fatigue. Quick anecdote. I was listening to this girl. She was talking about her battle with like blood sugar and things like that. And she went on a completely vegan diet, hoping to get away from, traditional Western diet and all of this. And what ended up happening to her is, even though her values and things on her blood work were improving, she felt the worst that she did in her entire life. And what she realized was that veganism didn't work for her, because as soon as she ate her first bite of fish, she decided to become pescatarian. Her whole life changed. So sometimes we've been holding ourselves in a state of trying to do better, be better. But if it's not working for you, if it's not fitting for you, this message is for someone specifically. You may need to add that fish or that beef or that chicken or whatever back into your diet, and just understand that everything that works for somebody else doesn't necessarily always work out for you. What is it that you need to release, Pisces? What's challenging them at this time, Spirit, to release this? Four of Cups. Pisces, your lack of wanting to move out of this energy. I think even though you know you don't belong here, you've kind of just sat here and Spirit's offering you an opportunity with that cup coming from the side here. Spirit's offering you an opportunity to go somewhere different, but you're so used to being stuck. And you're so used to sitting here with these three cups that haven't been serving you. And you're so used to just, I don't like it, but I'm doing okay. There's opportunities that you could miss, Pisces, if you don't let things go, and where you don't make the changes, where you don't just rid yourself of the excess of the things that don't belong. So your challenge is really your inability to move yourself out of this state of apathy, out of this state of not wanting to get out of it. Or not being able to see yourself out of it. Like complacency, procrastination, fear, all of those things are coming through. Your strength right now, though, is that you have been able to juggle life. And you've been juggling it well. But the balance of your life is being thrown off. You see those waves in the back? You have so much power, Pisces, to change your reality. And your strength is that you're able to really just, I feel like as life comes at you, you just roll with the punches. You're flexible. You're dynamic. Maybe again with this between two worlds, you've been able to toy with both sides of yourself. The part of you that wants to be free and the part of you that feels stuck. So it's a strength, but it's like Spirit is asking for you to find more balance in going towards what makes your life not feel like you have to juggle things all the time. You could be a parent, also working, also married, also caretaker. whatever the case is, and you're trying to like do for you and for others, but the focus has not been on yourself. So what does Spirit want you to focus on for the area of focus? You have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. Two very, very powerful cards. You have the air energy of the Queen of Swords. You have the fire energy of the Emperor. There is a need and a call for you to get serious about your stability, about what makes you happy, about what brings you fulfillment, what brings you joy, what makes you feel alive. The Queen of Swords is going to tell you like it is. She's going to be honest. She's going to be frank, and she's going to be true. You're not going to tap so much into your emotional side. You're going to really see things as they are. She has a sword in her hand. So whatever does not serve you, whatever does not fit, keep those words in mind, serving and fit. It is time to cut those things out, and it is time to reevaluate their purpose and standing in your life, Pisces. Also with the Emperor, you may be looking at how far you've come, what you've built, how life has been. You may feel as though you don't really know, what is next for you. You're kind of looking at the sky, asking God for answers, clarity in your daily walk. Spirit is saying you need to be the pillar of strength and foundation in your own life. Don't rely so much on others. Two, as I say that. Don't rely so much on others to build the foundation that you need for your life. Go after what it is that you want. Be real and be true with yourself about what serves you. What makes you a strong ruler? The Emperor is a ruler. The Emperor embodies all the qualities of the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. So if that job isn't serving you, if that relationship isn't serving you, if the money that you're making is not allowing you to live the life that you desire, there needs to be changes in your life. If the place that you live, again, with the focus and emphasis on your location and traveling to ancestral sites and being activated by where you live, is your environment holding you back? There's clear signs when an environment is holding you back. Like, do you feel depleted when you walk in that room? When you walk in that house, when you walk in that building, that job, when you get in that car, Trust that God has more for you, Pisces. Near future for Pisces. What's coming next? Wow. Beautiful card. The strength that you need to cross that bridge. The power and the resilience, the fire that you need to believe in yourself. You can do it, Pisces. I have faith in you. Your spirit guides have faith in you. You may have Leo in your chart. You may be very attracted to lions or to Africa, or the embodiment of what it means to be a boss in your life. Okay? There's a strength that wants to come in for you. About what, though? Definitely about crossing that bridge, about taking that leap, about having that faith. Seven of Swords. To get away from those that have been taking and taking. The lies, the deception. I even feel like this, truthfully, is like not even lies from a person. This could be like the lies of what it means to be happy, of the quote unquote, for those of you in America, this will resonate the most, but the quote unquote American dream. The way that the Matrix has wanted you to stay stuck in ways that don't serve you on a daily basis. The ways in which it tells you you must act this way and be this way and love this way. Whatever that is, these are all self-limiting issues, beliefs, constructs, and you're having the strength at this time to actually walk away from those situations because they don't serve you. A lot of manipulation too, like if you have someone in your life who has manipulated you, who has been a source of manipulation. Even I feel like Spirit saying you're being given the strength to see clearly and to have the strength to walk away. Everybody's not going to agree with you, and everybody's not going to have the same vision as you. I actually want to put the strength card up top, but you have to know when enough is enough, Pisces. If you've been feeling weak or people around you have made you feel weak, you have to let that go. It's in your head. It's not reality. Recent past. Recent past. Whoa. 5 of Cups. This is you truly coming to heads with yourself, Pisces, about being upset, unhappy, loss, betrayal, bad health, depression, anxiety. There's so much heaviness in this card. It's beautiful, but it's heavy. And I feel like Spirit's saying you are a beautiful disaster, right? That's what's coming through. In the recent past, whatever this was that you had to go through, or the things, it could be more than one thing that you had to go through. It was to make you realize that you're stronger. You don't need those things. Those were lessons. Those were areas of your life that you had to uncover to be your greatest version. Could have been karma that you had to pay back. It could have been the truth truly being heavy. But behind this person, these 2 cups here are representative of what we don't see. The 5 of Cups is a card about what we feel like we've lost. These 3 cups here. But you know one thing I always tell people with the 5 of Cups? What if one of those cups that fell over, that you were so attached to, could have been one of those cups here that you just are so used to, right? What if one of those cups had poison? And it would have held you back. And it would have taken you off track. So right now you're crying about it. Right now you're dealing with the blows, the pain, the how could yous, the I can't believe this happened, why God, whatever those words were that you uttered, of feeling like it's not fair. I feel that coming through. I feel like Spirit says you were blocked from things you did not even know you were blocked from that could have hurt you on this path. And they held their place and they had their purpose to teach you a lesson, to show you love, to show you pain, to show you karmic debts, to teach you to be more independent, whatever the case was. For some of you, it taught you to just see your own truth, to find your own resiliency, the Strength card, right? But you had to go through what you had to go through because Spirit had a bigger and has a bigger plan for you. The past is the past. We cannot rewrite it. We can only learn from it. Advice as you move forward. Powerful reading, Pisces, by the way. You have the 8 of Wands and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So what I feel here, Pisces, and it is what it is, Spirit is saying it loud and clear, travel, relocation, moving for many of you is not going to solve all your problems, but it is going to be the way in which you can heal. Slow and steady, the Knight of Pentacles goes. He is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he gets the job done and he does it well. There is you again on this horse. The other horse was white. This horse is black. So I see your shadow and your light coming into balance. The yin and the yang parts of you. The story that you have to tell is in that pentacle. And for many of you, the pentacle is your actual monetary gain, your place in this world. The journey that you're on, the light that you share, the story that you have within you is actually going to provide you with some comforts in this life. Monetarily, it could be your job, it could be the way in which you are able to get from place to place, whatever that means to you. But the story that you share, the gifts that you give to other people, that is going to be a part of your pentacle proof as you're going towards your 10 of Pentacles, your stability, your longevity, your transformative energy to use to create and sustain yourself. With the Eight of Wands, that travel, that movement across the water, near water, over the mountains, at night, trusting that moon to guide you, listening to your intuition. Where are you being led to go, Pisces? I hear your spirit team saying, we are guiding the way. We are leading you to a new place. Where does your heart and your soul tell you that you should go? Listen and trust, for we are with you. We are guiding you. There is a light at the end of this tunnel. Channeled message for whoever needed to hear that. I just really feel like so many Pisces are going through kind of just like a despair in their life. Like, we know that we're going to get through this. We know that things are going to get better. But we have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. We have the Four of Cups, the Strength card, the Seven of Swords. Like, so much going on in our lives that I think it's been difficult to navigate. But you truly have, Pisces, more power than you realize. This is your gift here. Again, don't forget, with the Two of Pentacles, you are so adaptable. You can adapt to whatever life throws your way. But the change that wants to come through is going to be a big change. Some of you, you will physically be a different person, mentally, spiritually, whatever the case is, especially as you walk into whatever this spring equinox eclipse season is going to bring in for you, Pisces. I feel like the bear has woken up from their nap and it's like, okay, I see life differently. All right, we have 3 more cards to pull for you, Pisces. Thank you for staying tuned. If you've been here with me, I know this is a little bit of a longer one, but I just feel the need to just let's chat, let's talk. This is your environment, Pisces. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Beautiful. When I saw this card, when I first got this deck, I said, oh my gosh, I love this card. You have so much support, not only by those in your physical world, but those in your spiritual world. I'm in your corner. I'm your ally. You have family that loves you, friends that love you, lovers that love you. You have also spirit guides, ancestors, angels surrounding you at this time, offering you support. You are not alone, Pisces. Forever, whoever needs to hear that right now, you are not alone on this journey. Your environment, you create it to a degree, right? And Spirit is saying, lean in on those people, those situations, those other women or men or both who are there for you, who bring you joy, who remind you that you're worthy. Those are the people that matter. Anyone that is telling you that you are less than, that you are not beautiful or handsome, that you are not worth this or that, even when it comes to like worth this for your time or worth this for the money or whatever the case is, you're not getting that raise, you're not getting that recognition, that promotion. That person won't ask you to be their fiance. Like that person you've been with forever that won't marry you, whatever the case is. That family member that says you will amount to nothing, cast that aside. And remember who really and truly loves you. The people that matter are the only ones that need to stay in this circle, Pisces. The true friends. The ones who believe in you, truthfully. Hopes and fears for Pisces. What a beautiful message. Couple cards here, Pisces. See what we got. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. So we'll start here. Your fears are, how do I get away from this? How do I get out of this battle, this fight, this feeling less than, this self-worth or self-esteem issue? How do I move past the self-doubt, the people that don't support me, the lovers that have hurt me, the jobs that don't appreciate me, the place that just doesn't feel like home? How do I move out of this? That's part of your fear. And Spirit wants you to remind yourself that you hold the power, Pisces. She has this rod in her hand. This is the Seven of Wands. This is when you're backed into that corner, you don't give up. You say to yourself, I am powerful. I am worthy. I am divine. I create my reality. I speak life into this situation. I know who I am and what I'm worth. And I know where I came from. My ancestors have gifted me with special power and ability and authority in this lifetime. This whole situation, Pisces, that you're going through, it was to remind you who you are. And part of reminding you who you are is going back to those sacred sites, those sacred landscapes, those sacred places, even if you just visit, to remind you that you come from such a powerful line of priests and priestess, of God and goddess, of chief and chief. I don't know if it's chiefess. I don't know. You know, the female chiefs. You are so much more powerful. And this situation that brought you to your knees, as much as it was difficult and it hurt you, the near future, babe, you have the power. You realize who you are, your majesty, your beauty, your purpose. It's all being revealed through the pain. And a new beginning, Page of Pentacles, in a new land, near water, that you do not know is waiting for you. This is a new chance, a new opportunity. Hey, we'd like to invest in you. Hey, we'd love to give you this job. Hey, we accepted your offer on the house. Congratulations on your new car. Welcome home to the new baby. Congratulations on your engagement. Congratulations on the marriage. Wow, we love what you're offering. We'd love to invest in your business. I cannot wait to book a reading with you. You know, whatever the case is for you, Pisces, this is your hope for the future, and it wants to come in, but it requires you to remember who you are. You're a badass. Potential outcome. This is a very wonderful reading, Pisces. Look who decided to show up, though, at the end. The Devil. Oh, and the Star. What a freaking powerful duo. There's a couple of ways that I can read this, Pisces. The first way is I see this as being something wanting to stop you from shining. The second is you having all of this power, this Capricornian energy to go after your dreams. There's like two ways I'm seeing this. So it could go both ways for you. Whatever the case is, just take what resonates. But the first thing I see here is with the Devil card, I feel like you're going to come to a crossroads where it's going to be like, well, if you leave, you're not going to have this. Are you sure you want to take that offer? Are you sure you want to go to that place? Are you sure you want to leave these comforts? And there's a part of you that's ready, so ready to heal. I think this is a peacock. Peacocks can be significant to you. I'll put what they mean in here as well. But there's an energy here of, regardless of what people have said, you have found and will find, or on the way to finding, that balance. You're between worlds, 1 foot in the water, one on land, is what we see with the Star card. And she is healing. This is the Age of Aquarius. This is the card that is about Aquarius. This is like Capricorn energy that we're walking away from. Like as Pluto walks out of Capricorn and goes into Aquarius, it's like the old dynamics, the old structures, the old way we used to live our life falls behind in this new self-serving energy, this powerful goddess energy, or this God energy, however you resonate, this priest or priestess emerges. She knows, or he knows, who they are. They have let go of the family. They have let go of the pain. They have let go of the lack and the lack of resources. The people that said no, the doubters, the naysayers, the gossipers, the toxic twin flame situations, right? Woo, I'm amped up, Pisces. When you let that go, you walk into your light. And the beauty on the other side is so beautiful. And also, like I said, with the devil card, you could also say that you're using that like devilish energy within you that says, I will not give up. I will go after my dreams to achieve what it is that I'm meant to achieve. So you could take it both ways. But I just feel like there might be people along your path, along your journey, who don't want you to see yourself for who you really are. And what you really are, Pisces, is a star. A blossoming, shining, beautiful human being. A person who is worthy of the dreams, the goals, the aspiration, the softer life, the more fun, creative energy that is within you. And the only thing holding you back is you. The people, you got to cut them out. You got to let them go. The devil energy must be gone. Bottom of the deck to confirm, Pisces, is a Two of Swords. The choice is yours. She's blindfolded, but she knows she can take it off. You can see clearly. Neptune is in retrograde. It blinded us for a long time. We were, definitely seeing things with rose-colored glasses. And when you take the blindfold off, look at this. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. A divine pair. You might be working with your kingdom spouse. You might find the right partner in a business. You may be able to just find the right people to associate yourself with. Find a mentor who knows how to work with you to help you to achieve your goals, your prosperity, your stability, your longevity. And all Spirit says is that with the Seven of Pentacles, it will take time. If you water the tree that is not bearing fruit, one day it will. And you must be willing to go the distance, to walk into the great unknown, to go after that which you decide. I said decide. Desire and decide became decide. And when you make that move, you will see that the old world ends. The World card here, the old chapter. This reminds you of the High Priestess. The levels and new devils and all the drama that you went through will be worth it, because at the end of the day, you receive that Ten of Cups, that happily ever after, that happy life, that slowed pace of life, that happiness that you seek, the freedom, the vitality. It is there for you. You must recognize your star power, your star potential, and who you are, and it will come. The children, the home, the spouse, the love, the family, the location, the car, the resources, it will come. So don't give up, Pisces, right now. Remember, you are in between worlds. And the one that wants to come is so much better than the one that you're leaving behind. Five of Cups to the Ten of Cups, okay? Full 360. Oh, I'm proud of you, Pisces. And I'm excited for you. If this message resonated with you, Pisces, I really hope that you do find it in your heart to leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. I've been asking you guys to leave emojis, and that's been really cool. You guys have been very receptive to that. So maybe leave a star if you made it to this far in the reading. And if you believe that you're a star, if you resonated with this reading, place a star to remind yourself and the other Pisces on this channel that you truly are a beautiful, bright, shining star, worthy of all the things that you desire in this world. Do not give up. Do not give in. Trust and believe where God is sending you next. I'll see you guys again very soon, Pisces. I love you so much. Bye, guys.